Hello, hello, hello. It's me once again. Uh, so, uh, in also being a very smart individual who manages their time really well, I have successfully picked a day and started at a time. That means I also have a limited amount of time to play, as I have D&D later today. Um,
Come back
however,
anytime.
I do really want to finish the Surge. Get it over and done with, and I am definitely this is definitely near the end. I just need to figure out what I'm doing wrong, and I'm gonna be blunt. Um, I so yeah. I believe I mentioned planning on looking things up last stream. I haven't looked up where to go. I did check out the Gotterdammerung um, item for any form of transforming it into a different style, and I saw nothing. I couldn't find anything on that. So I think that being a weapon to get through the grey goo blocking our path is a bust. However, whilst I was thinking so obviously that leaves me in a dilemma of not knowing where to go. I just remembered I still need legs as my main part to get. And with no idea where to go, well, I don't have absolutely no idea where to go. Um, the issue is I need to get to floor 3. I just don't know how to get to floor 3. So the only thing I can think of that my mind keeps going back to is something in the train station. Because this path seems very out of place if it's just to take you back to Central, unless after beating the final boss you've got to get back to Central and leave. So with that in mind, I wasn't locked onto the leg like I thought I was. Yeah, with that in mind, I think I've got to check back here. Yeah, the elevator, this goes up. Like, it specifically mentions, like, launch pad floor 3. You're being annoying. So is there something that I've been missing up here every time I've come? So, we have the train. We have this route. We have Neil over here, just knee into knee into knee. This can't... If this is the way to go, I am going to flip. Ah, for God's sake. I mentioned this earlier. I'm fine with having drops leading you to other areas, but there have been so many points in this game where tiny drops have led to instant death because there's not a way back up. And that makes you very nervous about dropping down any hole.
Attention. All non-essential personnel must exit the launch area immediately.
But on the plus side, this is a path. And that does at least mean we have somewhere that I've not been yet. I'm not running in circles. I am moving along. This is another drop down. Right. There's an overcharge. Oh god, there's two of them here. Yes, you do that attack. Ah. Stunned. Got lucky. Get the overcharge. Alright, one down. Two down. Nope. Never mind, this one didn't let me overcharge it before it started attacking. Okay. Hate those things. Hate those things with a passion. Alright, so where does this go? It goes to this elevator. There is an exo lift here. I'm assuming this takes me up to the point to then raise the
Attention. Freight elevator
yeah.
on route to floor 3. Rapid launch control.
There we go. Although gotta go down the level anyway. Got this here now. I wonder if, because I've moved it, if I die it respawns me here, or if it goes back down to the level it was at when I last rested. Either way. Oh god, damn it, there's another one. These seem to be doing less damage than the previous ones. Was that one just super tough for no reason? They just up the damage massively. On the one on the top floor. Because sure, you can have stronger versions of enemies, but usually there's some differentiation between them, or they're in an area where everything is stronger, not just one of the same enemies that you're fighting in the area anyway. Oh, hang on. Aha! Ah! I meant to do that.
Attention. O2 levels critical in shaft C1230.
Oh shit.
Initiating containment measures. Please proceed with caution.
Okay, so there's a path down there. Around here. Another exit lift. Exit lifts on both sides.
Log 6. There's a pattern here. I mean, I'm not a specialist, but I see it.
1 second, just to put in the gas filter.
It's not just a system anymore. It's an entity. Magnificent. I have to admire it. Each day it develops further. There are ghosts and echoes in the code. The original processes have merged with millions of others. Not just code either. I ran an EEG. There's gamma waves there. Replications of human thought patterns. It's alive. They're developing new processes. New routines. The nanites shouldn't be able to evolve on their own, but they are.
And that's a sign of a problem. Okay. This... No, this... Oh no. It is... This is, the point... No, is it? I don't know. It kind of feels like the point I was trying to get to from the upper floor when I went through to that area. It's just not I can't see the specific platform in question. I want this leg. Thank you very much. Oh, never mind. Can't see how far. That's marginally concerning. Okay, overcharge. On the plus side, because it is they go down and then it's overcharged, it does make things a little easier to see. Okay, is this another elevator shortcut? Wait, no, this is... I've ended up back here. Oh, of course. Wait, of course. Hang on. How did I get here? Oh. Not this way, clearly. This is different. I came down from here. This chamber is definitely the one. Yeah, definitely the one where I came through originally. So one of those overcharges I did on one of those platforms has changed this area and given a new enemy for it. But I wonder if that's just because it's coming back through as a route back the main path, or if something here has changed. Oh, no. Leg. There we go. Although it is a low level leg, so it doesn't actually matter. But hey. Yeah, I can get to this point here. Is there a way? Oh, hello. What a camera angle. Might be possible to drop down this way. I'm not gonna risk it. Even after going through an area that directly had a bunch of drop downs. I still don't feel safe about dropping down, and I know that there are other ways to go. So yeah, it looks like overloading opened up the path on the other side of the chamber. And the chrysalis here changed into a more advanced chrysalis, I guess. However, there was also that other exo lift I could go down. Right, this one. Where does lift number 2 take us? Alright, a door. Item. Okay. And yeah, back here where we pull down ops. So the next one is... Alright. Okay, the ones in here are definitely stronger. I wasn't just imagining that. Alright, moment of truth with regards to the carriage.
Happy to help.
This is looking like floor 3. on floor 2. Gotta get through to the launch room again. Yeah, there were a lot of... Oh, I see. I come out. Yeah, right here. So all these guys have respawned because I died. Oof. Right, down we go. Was a little too close to the edge for my comfort. All right.
Attention. Utopia is cleared for launch. Prepare for final countdown.
Yeah, how about... No. Alright.
Hello? I think I've tracked the source of some of our current security problems.
Is it intelligent? Aware?
Honestly, we don't want to hurt you. But it won't save it. I recommend termination.
Yep, they've all become part of the grey goo. Let's just put a stop to this. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Okay, well... We get two-shot and stunned by the first hit. That damage. My word. That damage is not okay. How do I even slot for that? Like I've already got 2 health item slots in at the moment. And it does 3/4 of my health with one swing. Oh, thanks, Deck 13. You really know how to make fun bosses that everyone wants to fight. And that's a one-shot. I've still yet to hit it. Right, screw it. I'm giving up on the text wrap. If this is indeed the end of the game like I think it is, then I'm not going to need it. It would have been nice to have for a level up before going in here, but maybe I should have called down the elevator and just used it. But never mind. I genuinely don't think there is a feasible world in which I make myself tanky enough to take some of these hits. Oh, come on. Okay, well, I got a hit in. It does take damage. It attacks so fast and so hard. How do I get close? How do I gotta find a safe spot, essentially. I gotta find a good position to draw out a specific attack that's easy to move out of the way of and get a hit in each time. Okay. Ouch. I could also figure out what causes the energy boost. That would also be really useful. As it would give me some insight as to how to use that to my advantage. Not going well. The energy gain I get from it as well is tiny. Fuck! The goddamn stun locking! Why does that come out so fast? Okay, actually, I'm gonna do a Damarang test here. Nope, that... Wait, did that do more? Definitely didn't get me more energy. Is there anything of value to put in its place? So, lots of ancillary cores at this point. Energy's not really been going up. Don't really get the energy to use that. Do we have the alternative one of that for... the weapons I use? I mean, once again, the energy issue is the increasement. I think going with that should be fine. Okay. 152 from a regular attack to the side. 183. So no, it doesn't even do more. It was a placebo. Had an opening actually. Like, ouch. It was going over me just barely.
Ladies having some kind of psychotic break.
Oh. That pushed me over. Well, out of hard heals. Not good. I think I've got to hit them. Ouch. Whilst they're white. Yeah, I've got nowhere to lock onto now. Do I do something with the console? Oh, I have to overcharge it.
Error. System overload.
This is a witch hunt.
Gods are meant to create, not destroy.
Oh, great. I'm so dead. Why is the energy drain so low, or energy gain so low against this enemy in particular? It. Okay. So, at least I know what to do against it for phase 1. The issue is it hits so damn hard that phase 1 just eats, and the energy gain is so low that I'm I'm gonna be likely going through most of my resources in phase 1, especially with that attack, because if I whiff and it goes for the ground attack, I can't dodge out of the way. And that was on me. Over invested in the slide attacks. Didn't have stamina to dodge. Had no stamina. I've got to pay attention to my stamina a lot more. I can't afford to use it all up on attacks. Okay. Ow. Let's save, let all my stamina recover. Lucky. I got lucky.
The lady's having some kind of psychotic break.
Alright. Oh. Okay, so both sides are down. Now we've got to get to the back. Oh, come the fuck. I mean, I knew that was going to happen eventually. There's 3 fucking quarters of my health in one swing. It's not a pleasant feeling. Especially not on combo attacks that, once again, can stun you. And it's not like I'm using light armor here. I've got the heavy armor. If anything was going to be unaffected, it should be me. I don't like you being in the corner. Well, hard heals are done. Can I get the back before the other side? I think I can. How did we miss each other there?
The lady's having some kind of psychotic break.
I need you out of this corner now, so I can start moving in this direction. Bait out that attack. That was on me. I did that thing where I didn't pay attention to my stamina, despite me saying constantly, pay attention to my stamina. I want to try and reserve my hard heal, or preserve my hard heal, so I was hoping to either regen or get an energy heal before a big hit got me, but clearly not the case. The hitbox on that, because it comes out and then spikes shoot out of it, so it's a little wider, but also slightly delayed from what I'm expecting. Is a little bit of a pain. No. Okay, fine. That's 100% a hard heal job. That attack seems to catch me when I run right, but not when I run left, which makes it a lot easier to beat than the yeah, to beat when it's that side I'm going for, which is why I want to get rid of the right side first. This time I dodge. No. Oof. Oof. Yep, I'm down. Really, really want to enter this fight without having to burn through a hard heal before at least one energy heal. I don't appear to be doing a very good job of that. Also don't like the fact that every time I load in, it spawns me looking at the wall as opposed to facing towards the way I'm going. Like, I entered into this area, and this is the only way to go in said area, and turning back sends you back to the previous area. Alright, I think I'm going to have to go into focus mode for these next few attempts. So I'm going to stop trying to talk whilst fighting the boss until I get to phase 2 again. Okay, we got there.
Fuck you! You hear me?
We still got one hard heal left. We had enough for a heal.
He's a witch hunt.
Gods meant to create, not destroy.
Oh god damn it! They still do loads of damage! No! I think I'm in trouble. Um, that's not how that usually happened.
This is a witch hunt.
Document create, not destroy.
Okay, it's that, I think 4 hit combos, 2, 3. Yep. Yeah, I'm running alright. Okay. This is going alright so far. Is that it? Is that it? Woo! Oh god, that phase 1 was fucking bullshit. Well, the missile's still being launched. Question is, did we manage to disrupt it so that Utopia is a failure?
Creo's been dark for over 4 days now. Launches are continuing, but we've been unable to reach anyone inside the complex. I need you to take a team there, use drones and bots to do the exploratory work, but I want boots on the ground. I want a hardwire link established so we can view the feed as it happens, and get somebody up to low orbit. Our satellites there are picking up an unidentified particulate dispersal from the latest launch. It's inert so far, but it's completely different from their previous payloads. I want to know what it is. Mr. Secretary, we're in position. Hardline established. We've sent in drone reconnaissance units as per procedure, but we lost contact with them shortly after insertion.
Ah,
Strike team
shit.
is moving in now. What the? Captain? Captain! I want another team in there right now.
Well, doesn't sound like we got the good ending. Well, hey, both my arms are my own at the moment, at least. So, looks like my suit's been overloaded, so I can't walk. Come to me, wheelchair, I need you. Also, conveniently placed wheelchair. Unless I crawled all the way... Oh, finish the game after corrupting the Utopia protocols. Okay. So, I did stop Utopia, I guess. Gonna be honest, I wouldn't call that clear. Unless, of course, by corrupting the Utopia protocols, we somehow made it worse in our attempt to do things better. Well, I was at least right that we were near the end of the game, and yeah, I have to say, it definitely went downhill the more I played it. I'm sure you can tell from the last parts and this boss fight that I grew less satisfied with what I was playing the more that I played. Since it's got good ideas, the core ideas are solid. It's got a great foundation to make a good Souls-like game that's got its own identity, that's different from FromSoft stuff, but it still has all of those difficulty-related hang-ups that are just a real problem when it comes to stuff like this, in terms of how enjoyable it is. I think I've mentioned, and I still stand by it, that I think leveling up your core, having that tied to your core abilities increasing, as opposed to using slots for your abilities to go into it, would have been a great plus. That would have just made the survivability a lot better against things without having it become a necessary part of sticking stuff in, especially before you get the upgraded suit, which we got just before, like, the last, second to last boss. So before that point, there's not really much you can do because there is just a limit on how much you've got. But I have heard good things about the Surge 2. So hopefully they learned their lessons from this game, and the Surge 2 is actually able to capitalize on the systems that they built up here and have made a fun game that doesn't quite rely so much on ambushes, insta-kills, high damage, fast attacks, poor tells on the enemies. That was a major thing, because like I'm fine with getting killed by enemies with 1 or 2 hits, but it's the issue of getting killed by 1 or 2 hits when the first hit stuns you, the second hit kills you, and they come out fast enough that you can get, when using a heavy weapon especially, you just don't have the time to recover and get out of there. It's not fun. It's kind of frustrating in many, many aspects. But it does at least show more potential than I found with Lords of the Fallen, which I think it was 2013 that the original Lords of the Fallen came out. And yeah, that is definitely a plus. The issues I had with Lords of the Fallen were still present in this game, but to a lesser degree. They were a little bit more distant, like the jump in power level between enemies in one area and another without any visual changes. It happens in Dark Souls as well. Like, for example, the basic hollows in the Undead Burg and the ones you encounter later on are have different strengths from each other. Or say the Boulder Knights, actually, I think, because there's the Boulder Knights in the parish, but then there's also a couple in the in Sen's Fortress. Those ones are stronger, they do more damage, they have more health. But the difference between the two that I think Deck 13 missed is there is a gap between them. You're not going straight from one to the other. You can, technically, but even then, the level of power increase is gradual, and at that point, you also have had to fight your way through the Snake Men, who are noticeably stronger than the original Boulder Knights you fight. So gives you that feeling of progression rather than encountering the same enemy in two areas right next to each other where one is significantly stronger than the other for no reason, as far as the player can tell. And yeah, and as I mentioned, the boss fight gimmicks. The final boss, I will give props to. I was able to organically figure out what to do with that boss from the get-go. Like, after my initial, oh god, how much damage this is dealing is crazy. I've not even managed to land a hit yet. Swinging at the head and doing nothing. Yeah, after that initial panic cleared, and I went, hang on a second. I hit this leg. A beam went towards the panel, and now it's turned red. Maybe I should hit the other one. That was right. That I was able to put together, and then once all of them were dealt with, the panel, the beams going to the panel made it clear that maybe there's something to do with the panel, and yeah, that is good design. I was able to figure out how to fight that boss without issue, which I can't give to the first boss. And that's also another good point. There were 5 bosses in this game. There was the first boss, which was the missile robot. We had the octopus robot. We had the full-blown mechanical whirry doodad boss. And then we had Black Cerberus, who's basically the player character plus the first boss again, and then the final one with the rogue process. So that's barely any bosses. And sure, I found all of them annoying in their own ways. They weren't fun. They're memorable, but not for the right reasons. Yeah, it's a shame. I do really hope that they do a better job with the Surge 2. Because I have heard that from friends that have played it, and I'm really hoping that, like, because that is actually the case, and I do enjoy it more. Because there's interesting stuff, but it's just weighed down by so much shit surrounding it in this that I don't feel like I enjoyed this overall. I feel like I was slogging through it. I think if I wasn't not streaming, recording this, I probably would have walked at some point between the third and fourth boss. Congratulations on beating the game, but there's more. We've now got NG Plus to start a new journey. I'm probably not going to play through this at all, but I am curious as to... skip that.
Welcome.
Skip that. Let's go through, like, the tutorial area, I say.
Welcome to Creo.
Just so we can see how much the scaling has kicked in.
Fastlane. Creo.
Yeah, we're fast. We're fast as fuck now, right? That's how this works.
Rig in.
Good start. I started with no health. This guy Don't think this guy was always here. Okay. So, I think what I'm getting from this is I'm not playing through fucking NG+. No chance. Though, like, I wasn't expecting to before. But here we are. Brand new. Brand new save. First guy we encounter who's brand new with a mishmash of armor from the looks of it is two-shotting us and is also wielding fast weapons. So not only are they two-shotting us, they're two-shotting us before we can react. Oh, and I've not got an energy core, so my energy heal is actually worthless until I get that fixed. And I've also just remembered I've not got my health bars enabled. I'll enable them. That might give me something to work with. 2, 3, 4. This is not okay. This is not okay. If I wanted to put into a visual what this game feels like, it would be this. I'm glad I came through to NG Plus just to get this this final fuck you. Also, the fact that the final boss didn't even give me the tech scrap to get one more level at the level that I was at. Okay, I think I'm done. I have been bested, and honestly, I don't have the will to keep going. So, that was the surge. Surge has now surged through the surge. So shall surge to the surge too. Alright. I do not have the drive to play through NG+. And I barely had the drive to finish it, to be honest. So, as I said, gonna be moving on to the Surge 2, and that will most likely be coming next week. Not 100% sure whether it will be. It might be the week after. As I mentioned on Twitter, I'm a little bit busy this week with stuff, so I'm not sure if I've got the time to record a session, the first session of the Surge 2. And this video should be going up on the Saturday, based on what I've currently got, given how long that this has been recording for. I'm gonna just do it as a single part. I think I can cut out a lot of the boss times, and it's gonna all be about the same size. And if it's a bit longer, it's the final. It's got the credits. It's got my final thoughts. It's got a little bit of NG Plus thrown in. It's fine to be an extra 10-15 minutes if necessary. But yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this more than me, at least. Getting the schadenfreude of enjoying my suffering. And I hope you'll join me for the Surge 2. Until then, take care. And I'll see you all next time.